All right, guys, welcome to the Get Creative podcast. We've got Michael Malyszko, Creative Mike, as we call him in the SubTo community. He's an amazing human being, and we're going to be talking about a deal that he did. It's a SubTo deal that he assigned. Okay, he made an assignment fee on a SubTo deal, helping another SubTo student buy his actual homestead, the house that him and his family are going to be living in. And this is a deal that was done in Pensacola, Florida. Michael, welcome to the show, bro.
Hey, Pace, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you and everything you're doing for this community. Um, I cannot say thank you enough and how I started just by watching your YouTube videos. So thank you.
I love it, bro. I'm glad the YouTube channel helped you out. You got some action going. What I love is you join the community. You go and help somebody else buy a house that their family will live in. That's so freaking cool. Where did this deal come from? Tell me all about it.
So this is actually a very interesting deal. It was direct to agent,
Mm.
and we had sent out a LOI, and the seller actually, after 4 months when his listing expired, reached back out to us directly without his agent, and
No
asked,
way. What?
yeah, yeah, and asked
Bro,
us
okay.
if
So people that don't know what an LOI is, how would you describe an LOI? I know that sounds crazy, but remember at one point you watched the YouTube channel and you're probably, what's that? What's that? What's that?
yeah,
What is an LOI?
a letter of interest.
Okay, so you send a letter of interest to the agent saying, here's the price we're willing to pay. Here's our offer. 4 months later, you don't hear anything basically. They say no, whatever. 4 months later, the agent gets fired because he can't sell the house. And the seller reached out to you?
Yeah, yeah, crazy. I
Bro,
know.
I've never had that. I've never once had a seller reach out to me after an agent failed. It's always me calling the agent. What the heck? This is freaking dope. So the seller reaches out to you. What was the first conversation like?
Last year, the SubTo community did $5 billion in transactions, creative finance transactions, just in one Discord server. That's not including our Facebook group or other places that we connect as a community. You want to join this community? I promise you this interview that you're listening right now has changed one person's life, but it can change your life too. Come in, join the community, go to joinpacescommunity.com. I want to see you in there, and I want to see you in that Discord server exchanging deals with me.
They were like, hey, we got this email from our agent a long time ago. Me and my partner, we didn't sell the house. We wanted to know if you guys were still interested in buying it. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Let me take a look at the numbers. So I ran the numbers and I said, yeah, we're ready to go if you're ready to go. And he also had a VA loan, which is a loan for veterans. But the nice thing is that they already purchased their second home. So this was just a vacant home and they were paying a mortgage on it. So it was a burden for them. So they were ready to move on. And so I got it under contract and put it on, of course, in our SubTo group. And this one guy just kept on getting tagged like nonstop by other SubTo members. And you want me to keep going on that story?
Yes, I love, bro. This is great. I'm loving this. Here's what I wrote down. I wrote down that these dudes, they went and bought another house because they maybe outgrew it or had a job opportunity in a different city or whatever reason. Okay, this happens all the time.
Mhm.
They left the house vacant because they thought the agent was going to sell the house. They go and buy another house, so they're already set, right? They're now using their VA entitlements for a second house already. So you're not worried about taking over the VA loan SubTo on this deal because they're already taken care of on the next house, which is awesome. It was a burden for them because now they're making payments on the new house and this house, right? So there's the pain. Somebody
Right.
listening to this right now is gonna be like, how the hell did Michael convince these people? Guys, of course he had to convince them. He had to have some, negotiating. He had to have all these things and credibility and all of that. But at the end of the day, these people had a burden that Michael came in and lifted, right? This is why they call him Creative Mike. All right. Is because he came in and lifted the burden of these people. You then posted this in the SubTo family Facebook group, right? Our private Facebook group, and a bunch of other community members who obviously know Bryce. They're tagging Bryce in this post. Why the hell are they posting or tagging Bryce specifically in this post?
Because Bryce was looking for a homestead home for him and his family at that time. And
That's amazing.
yeah, it was just it was like the universe just put us together somehow. And then we actually became good friends too. So we talk and we give each other advice and pointers on the business and all sorts of things. And I got to know Bryce really well and his business as well. And so I assigned him the deal, and he's super happy. He loves the home. It's in a great neighborhood,
What's
and
the rate?
the rate was like 3 or 4%. It was low. Yeah,
Okay, great. So we got a good rate. What
yeah.
did you make on the assignment?
10,000.
Boom. Bro, I'll take a $10,000 assignment all day long after a seller calls me and says, are you still willing to take over my mortgage? Did the original LOI that you sent over to the agent, was it a SubTo deal or was it originally a cash LOI?
SubTo.
Okay, great. And what did the agent reply back? Like, the seller's not interested. Obviously, the agent presented it to the seller.
Yeah.
What was the response 4 months prior to the seller reaching out to you?
I basically was ghosted by the agent. Yeah.
Interesting. It's so funny about, real estate agents is that we expect them to be a high level professional. And when you get into this business, you just kind of realize they're just as disorganized as anybody else. And they're just as unprofessional as anybody else. Now, there obviously are really professional agents, but it's funny that this agent just is like ghosts you for 4 months. And what's crazy, okay, I think this is the craziest part. If the agent had a brain in their freaking head, the agent would have just reached out to you a week before they were going to lose the listing and say, hey, Michael, I know they don't call you Creative Mike for no reason. Can you creatively help me get this deal done so I can get paid something after 6 months of all this work? I know I ghosted you, man, but you seemed credible. Can you save me from this disaster and losing this listing? They don't.
Yeah. It's crazy. I know. Yeah.
It's when people are like, where do these creative finance deals come from? I'm like, go to expired listings and just focus on expired listings. You're done. Like, you'll get a SubTo deal every single week. What is that what your business looks like right now, Michael? Are you primarily focusing on in 2024 on expired listings, foreclosures, long days on market? What's your business model look like this year?
So my business model is we're direct to agent, and we reach out on either SubTo or hybrids. So we put letters of interest together for SubTos or hybrids, and we just added expired listings into the business as well. So now we're reaching out to individuals for expired listings because, of course, if we can eliminate the agent, we can make a much higher assignment fee as well. But I want to focus on starting to keep these properties because I'm getting quite a bit locked up, and I really want to work with individuals in SubTo and work with private money partners and private money lenders because I am getting a good amount of properties right now.
I love it. Okay, so tell me this, bro. What are you looking for this year in terms of outside resources, right? Like, obviously you're leveraging the community, you're doing deals with other SubTo students. You're out there getting SubTo deals on your own, but what do you need somebody else to bring to you this year?
Private money partners.
Okay.
And private money lenders because I want to start building my portfolio.
Love it. Okay, so somebody that's listening right now, what Michael's saying is, hey, if you've got capital and you want to get into a deal, a really great place to start is go to Michael, okay, and say, hey, Michael, I know you're getting deals. You want to build that portfolio. I'll bring capital to the table. If I don't have to, go out and find these deals and I could just do deals with you. Michael, how the hell can people get a hold of Creative Mike?
My Instagram handle is creative_Mike with a K. And you guys can also call me at my cell phone. Should I give it out or?
Yeah, I think it'd be a smart move.
Okay, 773-632-8970. And my email is michael@tylercapitalgroup.com.
Amazing, dude. Thank you for coming on the show today. I freaking love this deal. I love how you help somebody else get their homestead inside of SubTo. I always tell people, I go, look, you want to find a house? Join SubTo. You want to find somebody to work for and be on a team? Join SubTo. You want to be a private money lender and like lend money out to a bunch of successful people like Creative Mike? Join SubTo. Who's your best buddy in the community right now? Who would you say is like your best homie in all of SubTo?
I would say a guy that I met by signing one of my first Vegas deals.
Mm.
His name's Jason Santos.
I love Jason. Jason's great.
Yeah, yeah. Jason's a really good guy. I actually flew out, saw him a couple times in California and LA. So yeah, he's probably one of my best friends since I've joined SubTo. I have a lot though now because I flew around a lot last year. I met a lot of good people. I ended up flying to just recently. I flew out to see Abraham Gray speak. So me and him became really good friends too. I flew out to Georgia. I hung out with him and Alexis. So I've been really networking last year, hardcore, just flying around the country. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Michael, thank you for coming on the show today. We'll make sure that people have your Instagram handle, your cell phone number. They can reach out to you and bring some private money to the table. Michael, what if I'm an agent right now and I've got a listing that is stagnant? It's dying. Could you help me out with that? Could you help me submit an offer on one of my listings if it's dying?
100%.
Love it. Guys, you heard the man. They don't call him Creative Mike for no reason. He's doing creative deals. Thanks for coming on the show today, Michael.
Thank you, Pace. And I just really want to say thank you so much. And I want to tell everybody what I do every single night because this is very important. I watch at least one YouTube video of yours every single day when I come back from work. And the reason I do that is because every single time I watch a video, I retain more information. And so for my business keeps growing because I continuously watch one of your videos every single day.
Dude, thank you for that. I'm sitting there thinking none of our students are watching my YouTube channel because obviously we have 39 Zooms a week in the community and people are connecting and networking. I'm like, they don't care about the YouTube channel. But Ingrid Hernandez said something yesterday in a post. She was in a YouTube video with me. She did a deal with me, right? So she assigned a deal and I was the end buyer. And so she was in the deal with me. She knew the deal. Then I went and did the YouTube video with her in the YouTube video. It was an hour-long video that we condensed down to like 25 minutes, but she was there. Then she sends a post, she makes a post and she goes, I've watched this YouTube video 4 times and taken notes multiple times. I'm like, Ingrid, you were there. What are you talking about? Why? It's interesting. I think it's just the more times you hear, repetition, right? Repetition. So thanks for saying that, Michael. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome, Pace. Thank you.
Yes.